Hey guys. I've currently got my cat lounging on my bed, so yeah. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, she's cleaning herself and then just gave me the death stare because I mentioned her. Yeah, as you can probably tell by the title of the stream, I'm actually going to be doing some art today. I know I've done a few gaming streams in a row, but recently I switched from Microsoft Edge to Opera GX, and for some reason that fucked with everything, so all my Planet Life data has been erased. So all that hard work, almost getting to the third dimension, is just, it's all gone. And I was so mad at that I couldn't do it for another stream in a row, so instead we're doing art. I wanted to do something like this, you know, the cute little glass things. Just because, you know, they're cute and pretty easy to do, I think. But yeah, this is just a very, very rough sketch, as you can tell. But yeah, I wanted to do something that wasn't Planet Life, and figured, you know, I started things off as an art streamer, I may as well do some more art. So yeah. This is the little glass thing. I'm not sure whether to put anything else in it, because it's currently got like boba at the bottom, even though I've never drank a drink with boba in it. And then we got some ice cubes, some bubbles, and a straw with, you know, some leaves in it, because I don't know what else to do. So, yeah. Oh, my cat is adorable. She's just curled up. Does anyone else's cats do that cute little thing where they, more or less, they basically just rub their face with both their paws and then fall asleep with like their paws half over their face? That's what she's doing right now. It's like the peekaboo thing, and it's fucking adorable. I love her so much. Now, forgive me if I seem a little distracted. My partner has just asked me to do role-playing, so I may be a little stop and go with what I'm doing. But, yeah. Okay. So, said partner is also in the stream. Can't hear you properly. Mind turning up your microphone? You really can't hear me? Huh. I don't know if the music's just too loud or it's actually me. 'Cause the actual mic thing is very, very close to the yellow zone, and I don't fancy moving the slider past the yellow zone. Background volume was a bit loud? Alright. Okay. Yeah, no one's ever mentioned that, really. It's usually just been everyone's fine with it. But, you know. Is it okay now? Everything all good? Ooh. There we go. Son of a fuck. It's now very quiet. What, me or the music? Because you're supposed to be able to hear me instead of the music. That's the whole purpose of it. It's supposed to be background sound. That's all good now? Cool. But yeah, I figured I'd do one of these glass things since I was still mad about losing my progress in Planet Life. Ugh. Music is very, very quiet, but it's not a bad level. Cool. You're not really supposed to be able to hear the music over me. Sweet fuck. Ow. Just bang my knee into the fucking desk. Ouch. Fuck. Okay, so this is a very rough sketch, this blue one here. So I'm gonna switch to... The fuck is this doing down here? Royal blue and cobalt. No. That's like that. I'm just gonna go with a simple red. For, you know, a more detailed sort of thing. Yeah, definitely uneven. Okay. I mean, the music was pretty quiet before, I'll be honest. I've literally not turned it down very much. What program am I using? I'm using Sketchbook. Yeah, I'm using, it's just named Sketchbook. But thing is, the version of it now is a paid one. I got it just before it became a paid program. So I just use this now because I literally cannot afford to pay for a drawing program. And this is, at the very least, decent. It does well. Serves me well. And it's got, like, a bunch of, woo! It's got a brush library, so I have all of these bad boys. Oh, a few of them are stamps. Because, while I'm good at drawing, I am not the best. So, I currently have, like, a whole zip file full of the brush sets. They come in sets. This is an edited one. This is my own one. I've got my own little thing here. My own little icon. I'm thinking of switching my main channel on YouTube back to Bean, which is the name of the cake kitty. I'm thinking of switching it back to Bean, because the cupcake kitty, it's okay. But, like, I'm thinking if I use Bean as the icon, I just change the colour of the background, then it'll be fine. That's what I'm hoping will happen. I use Fire Alpaca for both art and animation. Highly recommended. Yeah, here's the thing. I have to use whatever I can find on the Microsoft Store. And I've tried finding things off Microsoft Edge, but the issue is I can't. It won't download. And Microsoft Store has the worst for art and animation. I've gone through a dozen apps for art and animation and crap like that, and they are either too simplistic to the point where it makes me want to rip my hair out, or it is so overly complicated that I want to throw my laptop across the room. Because I currently, sitting on my desktop, I have OpenToons, which, if you don't know, is the animation app that they used for the Studio Ghibli films. So it's a good animation app, but god damn is it difficult to use. It's very difficult for me to wrap my head around, so I'm just kind of sticking with Sketchbook and just, you know, I'm sticking with this and then, like, editing it, saving it, then going on Paint, saving it as a PNG, and then just using the PNG as the frames which I put together in a video editor. Because this version doesn't do animation, which really annoys me. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I don't have my own money yet, so I can't go asking my parents to allow me to get an animation app, because, you know, my dad's not gonna listen to me. He's gonna go, do you actually need it? Do you need it? And if you don't need it, fuck off, more or less. He is not the best when it comes to that stuff. I will be honest. There we go. So there's the glass. Just gonna empty that out. This is currently on the largest square canvas I can make, which is 3000 by 3000. So I'm still gonna fight your dad. Please, for the love of God, just don't. At this point, I don't see any good with that happening. I'm just tired of the bastard and I want out. But I can't get out for another 2 years. Not because I'm 16, but because I have a fucking 2-year college course. And I want to be able to finish that first. If I could, I would let you fight my dad, love, but it's just not worth it at this point. It's a dot. It's a fucking dot. Oh, it's a big ass dot. That seems pretty good. Ooh. No, that's not what that's supposed to do. There. There. Mini Cake's dad wants to battle. Mini Cake's dad sent out Geodude. Which Pokemon will you send out? I think my dad actually would send out Geodude. Either that or he'd send out a fucking Charizard. His favourite version is Pokemon Red. Sweet honeysuckle. I have no idea where the fucking sweet honeysuckle shit came from. I will be honest, because I keep saying sweet honeysuckle when like annoyed or surprised. Where did it come from? I've never heard that in a piece of media. I have never heard that said by anybody else. And it's like, well then where the fuck did it come from? Where the fresh hell did this piece of lingo come in? And why the fuck is it in my vocabulary? Like, sweet Jesus, I can understand, because I watched Jacksepticeye. And, you know, he's Irish. And for some reason I imitate accents and stuff. It's like, I don't understand why sweet honeysuckle is part of my vocabulary. Because it's not something my partner says either. Not as far as I'm aware. And my laptop fan is going crazy. Woohoo. You know, first week of college. This week. I got homework. Literally on the first fucking day. I got homework. Like, we didn't get a tour around campus, but we sure as hell got homework. Like, what the hell? It's just really annoying. I just... For some fucking unknown reason, I got, just got homework straight off the bat. Like, I don't know if it's because it's a level 3 and they're like, it's more difficult than level 2. But I'm like, in level 2, we got settled in. We got told what we were doing, where we were going. a tour around the campus, and an introduction to our teachers. But bearing in mind this is a different college now. But like, come the fuck on. It cannot be that difficult, right? Son of a bitch. Rigged. But like, I got a fucking... I got homework and ultimate confusion from everybody because we were told one room, Pro Portal, which both of our colleges have used, Pro Portal said we were in that particular room. Everyone's Pro Portal said that particular room. We get to that particular room, and they go, no, you're not in that room. You're in the one above. We just came from that room. Or the one next to it, at the very least. Which monumentally pissed everybody off, because when everyone checked, it didn't say the room we were told to go to. Not even close. It said the room below. And yet we were told, no, go upstairs. And that turned out to be the right room. Not the one we went to, the one they sent us to. And nobody thought to say, like, boy. So I've got like 6 different rooms, 7 different teachers, along with being asked to do extracurricular stuff because I'm not an English or math GCSE person. And it's like, what the fuck? What the hell's going on? Because I sure as hell don't know. Nobody here fucking does. Even the person. I have a friend now who has gone to this college before. He took the level 2, so he knows the shit. He knows what's going on. He did this crap. He was walking with me the entire time and went, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. They didn't do this before. And then all the teachers' excuses were, oh, well, the first week is always hectic. What, hectic enough? You can't tell us when the room's wrong? Jesus Christ. What the fresh hell? We're a fucking bunch of teenagers wandering around the halls going, where the fuck are we? 'Cause, like, sweet hell. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on. Nobody in this fucking dumb bitch of a fucking... You can't tell. The title of the stream is a bit misleading because I am not relaxed right now. Oh, I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. And while I'd love to help, my head feels like it's about to explode. It's fine. It's fine, there's nothing you could really do to help. It's just the teachers and crap not, not telling us shit. And being a bitch. So, you know, whatever. Hope's doing the cute sleepy thing again. I'm just looking at her, and she's doing the cute sleepy thing. Do you mind if I go sleep, or at least go rest for a little bit? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm not keeping you here. If you need the sleeps, go get the sleeps. Oh! Kurex, thanks for the follow. God, I swear to Jeebus, I set up the audio alerts. I actually did. I set up auditory alerts, and they're not fucking doing them. I'm gonna have to look at that after stream. I know, but I missed you and wanted to hang out and stream. Love, if your body is telling you you need sleep, then go get sleep. You still have me every other time you wake up. Mostly. Sometimes I am asleep before you wake up. Because I'm lazy. That does not look right in any way, shape, or form. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I'll try, but no promises. You know, I do wonder if I'd ever be like a big streamer. Like, would I ever get to the point where people are drawing fan art of me? Like, people I don't know. Or animatics, maybe. Or something, I don't know. I feel like getting to that point would be interesting. I hope you don't mind, but I need to go eat lunch now. Yeah, go ahead. It's alright. If you need to go eat, go eat. Give your body sustenance. It is needed. took a whole section off the bottom one there. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I'm gonna add that bit there. Okay, yeah, no, we're going to just do that. And then we're going to edit this one a bit. We're gonna go red. We're gonna go like that. And this is gonna be a smaller chip. I'm gonna just erase that corner so that I can redo that bit, because that's really starting to annoy me. There. So there's that. I think I'm just gonna do that, then that. Ooh, it's a bit too close to the edge of it. Okay, so there's that one. Then more or less just going to erase this bit. I'm gonna go back down to 10, I think. Gonna do that, gonna do that. Yeah, I've gotta add a few more ice ones. Ice cubes. But melted ice cubes are a bit more rounded, so we're going to do something like this, I feel like. There. That's not good. Gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Oh, no. You know what Twitch should do? Just a suggestion. Make a button that allows you to see, like, popularity, and not the most popular, but like the least popular, the one with the least viewers in any given category. Like, I feel like that'd be interesting. Because I've seen some bigger streamers trying to do raids on smaller ones to give them like a viewage boost, you know? Give them a little, you know, boost. Just helping them out, because they're small creators and small creators don't get a lot of viewage. And I like that. I like when big channels do that sort of thing. I like that, because that shows that, you know, even the bigger ones have their own, like, vices and virtues and stuff. And it's really nice to me when big streamers try to do that. Like, try to give a small streamer some love, you know? But the issue with Twitch is that they don't have a button that will allow you to see small streamers. And I get that it's because, you know, they don't get the money from the small streamers and the crap like that and whatever, but, like, it's still heartbreaking. Because these people are trying. They're trying to do something they love, hopefully, and it's not getting viewage because Twitch isn't allowing it. And, like, there are only so many people in your life that are going to be willing to watch, because that might not be the type of content they like to consume. And that's totally cool. That's fine if it's not their type of thing. But it's also soul-crushing for the creator, because they know that that person, despite supporting them in their IRL life, won't support them stream-wise, because that's not what they watch. They don't want to see that sort of thing. And it's sad. It is. Because Twitch is not allowing their smaller creators to thrive. Like, you want more people in streams watching this shit, right? Well, then give us smaller creators that can then grow and thrive and become the big people you want them to be. It's sad to see when genuine good creators are pushed under the waves of bigger creators just because they are smaller. It's a competitive platform, it is. That's unfortunately how it is. Like, my partner hasn't streamed all that often, but they still have so many more subscribers than me because people are more interested in watching video games than watching art. And I understand that. I get that. Art is not always the most interesting thing to watch. It is not always what you want to see. And, you know, it's difficult. Especially for someone in that genre. Because art actually has a lot, and I mean a lot, of people in it. There's a lot of creators that work in the art category. Which means little streamers get pushed under while bigger ones just keep getting more and more views. Because they're the first ones there and you don't really want to go rummaging around near the bottom to find those little gems. Not unless you are willing to spend hours of your time going through the categories to find the gems. Now, if there are games that are barely played, then you're bound to find someone who, you know, they're great. They're playing the game, they're good. I was watching Markiplier stream the other day. He was trying to do Cult of Lamb, but it wasn't working. And the thing is, he tried to find, like, a little streamer, one who didn't have very many views or subscribers or followers or whatever, and like, he tried going for like a mainstream game. But the thing is, mainstream games, especially ones that come out like early or like are really hyped up and crap, if people are playing those types of games, if a small streamer does that game, unless it's like a year at the very least after it comes out, you're probably not going to find anyone but big streamers doing it. That's kind of upsetting in a weird way. I suppose it's not a weird way, it's just not getting heard and it cuts deep. Because you know you're one of those people that doesn't get heard and you feel like you're never gonna get heard. And I have a complex in my mind. It's not a good one, but it's feeling inferior because I didn't succeed at something really quickly or immediately. A lot of people probably have that. It's not uncommon to have, but it's debilitating. Because you want to do good, you want to do well, you want people to know that you're there, you want to do this thing well, but, like, you're not. And you're looking at this thing that you're doing, and you're like, why am I not good at this? Why am I not getting better? Why am I not great as these people that are doing it? And you never seem to think, you never seem to realize that these people have probably been doing it for years. And that you're never gonna be perfect. That's the thing. People forget that. You're never going to be perfect. And no matter how many times you put like a certain creator or someone on that sort of godlike pedestal, they are not gods. No matter how hard some of them may pretend to be, others who are humble and good have to keep reminding their audience that they're not gods. They are not all divine beings. And it's saddening. Because these creators are just doing what they love. And, like, bigger creators are getting harassed by people for doing something. And smaller creators on platforms are getting, like, so heavily ignored that it's awful. Because you can't seem to get out of this cycle of, I'm not good enough. Nobody's watching this, so I'm not good enough. And I do get that thought sometimes. I do get the thought that, you know, is this really worth it? Is streaming this stuff really worth my time if barely anyone is watching? But then there are people watching. Even if it's somebody I know, that person's still watching. That person's still there. They still willingly came and wanted to enjoy my content. And it's brilliant. And I have to remind myself that, yes, I'm a small creator. That doesn't mean I'll always be. I might be for a pretty long time, but, you know. Yes, if you love it, stream it. Also, hi. Hello again. Good to see you. But yeah, I like art and I like games, and I've recently gotten into streaming online games, like the little playful ones that you know, sit on the internet and don't do much. Like, cool maths games. I'm just considering having, instead of separate scenes for cool maths games and the games that I like play on them, I'm considering just getting the taking the whole box, just taking the whole capture box and just having that there so that you can see everything, so that if I want to stop playing one game midstream and go for another, then I can. And I don't have to, like, switch to another thing. Sometimes these things are very difficult. You're not always gonna be at your best. Which is why I've recently been playing games, because I've been very down, very demotivated to do art because I can't think of anything to do. But I recently saw something like this on, like, Pykru, because I was messing around with that stuff. And I saw one of these sorts of glass things, and, you know, they're cute. So I thought I'd give one a shot. I'm going to select this line across the top. Ah, my parents are home. The dog's getting overexcited again. God, I hate how that's so weird. You know what I could do? If I erase this... Bear with me. I've got the idea. So I basically just... I take this, I draw over the top, like this, and then do that. As my art teacher always said, practice until you are confident. Yeah. I haven't had a lot of great art teachers, I will be honest. My previous, like, level 2 art teacher, the one that was there for most of the course before she decided to fuck off, she was not the best. Here's the thing, like, art teachers will say, I know what it's like, I've been through this, I've done this before, I've done art, and then they'll turn around and you'll tell them you have art block, and they'll go, well, have you tried doing this thing? You know, this thing? You know, you've got to produce some work. Yes, I'm aware. But at the moment, I am suffering from both executive dysfunction and art block. So you telling me you have to get some work done is not helping in the slightest. It is ridiculous. Okay. Okay. So we're going to hang on just a second, folks. To sort something real quick. That's not what I wanted to press. Bear me. I've trapped the cat in my room, so... Oh well. She's stuck in here, but it dampens the sound of my family talking. Anyway, yeah, I'll go with purple. So we're gonna do that. Gonna do that. And that. And that. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Just for the glass. Yeah, I haven't had many great art teachers. I only really had one or two. I had my secondary school art teacher was not the best, but she also wasn't the worst, because she gave me an extension on quite a few things because my family somehow has the gift of being favourable. But we don't try, and we are assholes most of the time, at least in my opinion. And somehow my family has the blessing of always being in a good light to other people. And I know I'm calling myself an asshole. I can hear it. I can hear myself saying it. But at the same time, I'm sitting here on stream, having happily told my partner, if you need to sleep, go sleep. And one of my followers, if you need to eat, go eat. And I'm like telling them, go on, go do it. Your body needs it. And I am sounding nothing like an asshole in saying that. And I know that. But at the same time, I'm like, no. I am scum of the earth. I am so bad. I'm like the worst human being to ever have existed. And everyone else around me is like, you're not that. You're not like that. And I'm like, I so am. And then I turn around and literally, I could look back probably 15 minutes at the very least and be able to prove that I am not in any way, shape, or form an asshole. The stature I think of myself as. And it's very funny. Because it's like self-deprecating. And I'm like, I'm not nice, I'm not kind, I'm an asshole. I know everyone's saying I'm not, but I am. I'm absolutely an asshole. And then I'm not. It's so weird. It's so weird to, like, look at myself and go, yeah, no, I'm good. Do I detect anxiety? Probably. Probably. Very much. Yeah, probably. You probably do. I'll be honest, I am, to some form, some magical degree, mentally ill. So you probably do detect anxiety, but it's like, I can't get it diagnosed. I'm too scared to call the GP. Cause I live in Britain, baby. I used the flippin' mirror thing on the ice cubes. Ah. Ooh, I need to do the boba down at the bottom. Can't wait to move out so it'll be quiet when I'm streaming. I may just do some overlapping balls, like on a different layer, so that, you know, I have some ones in the background. College has been hectic so far. It's only been like 3 days of legit teaching. But we already messed up rooms because everything was telling us one set of rooms. And then when we got to that set of rooms, they were like, no, you're in X set of rooms, not Y. And we were like, excuse me? Everyone's timetable says this room. No, it's the other one. We go to the other one. It's the other one. Really love that. Really love that. It's the first fucking week. And they're already confusing the shit out of everybody. Like, we didn't get a tour of campus. We just got told we were going to X room at the start of the morning, and then the tutor left. He said, okay, you're all going to this room next. Have fun with that. And then just ditched us. Like, you're a tutor, man. You're supposed to stay here for the next 15 minutes. What are we doing? Whew. Ah, my arms. You're tired. Should I put little faces on these? Like cute little faces? Should I do that? I don't know. By the way, right now I am wearing dangling mushroom earrings. So I'm like drawing and shifting my body slightly to accommodate where I'm drawing. And yeah, it's a little weird because I can feel them rocking. It's so weird. Also, like, I had to prompt my sisters to help me do the dishwasher this morning. And if any of y'all have a dishwasher, you know that putting shit in and taking shit out, it is not a very quiet task. It is beyond noisy. Like, one of my sisters, after I've pretty much emptied the dishwasher, wanders in, and I get annoyed because literally went to the kitchen, started doing the dishwasher, because between the time when I wake up and the time when I would think cute faces will make your drawing more interesting, but that is up to you. Cool. I'll consider that. But yeah, I got most of the dishwasher emptied, and then one of them wandered in, and then they got mad at me because you didn't tell me you were doing the dishwasher. I wasn't being quiet. Because the time between when I wake up and when I have to prep for stream, because I give myself 10 minutes to prep for stream, and even then half the time I'm not actually... Oh my god, I used the mirror thing again. I hate this. Just erase it all. Fucking erase it all. But yeah, between the time when I wake up and the time I start prepping for stream, it's often not very much, sometimes even less than an hour between when I wake up and when I prep for stream. And my dad has this thing of, you have to do the washing up and the dishwasher as soon as there is 2 or more of you up, because there are 3 of us. And it's just, ugh, it sucks so bad, because, I just, because there was one point I almost got called from stream to do the dishwasher. And like from that point onwards, I've been like, as soon as I get downstairs, I'm making myself a coffee and starting on the dishwasher. Because if I can do at least the dishwasher, then I'm less likely to get called down saying I haven't done anything. And I kid you not, 9 times out of 10, when I start the dishwasher, I clean out most of it, like at least 80% of the dishwasher before one of my sisters shows up to help. And it gets really annoying. But you know, that's siblings for you. we're all teenagers, so... What is everyone doing thundering upstairs? My cat's not bothered at the moment. She's just chilling on my bed. As long as she's chilling and doesn't want to leave the room, it's all good. I can have the door closed to muffle the sound. My parents went out shopping this morning. I woke up after they'd left, so... nice catch. But, yeah. Basically, my parents have gone out shopping and they're back now, so... everything's slightly more noisy because they're putting stuff away and... They didn't actually go shopping out. They didn't actually go out shopping for food, but apparently they went to Farm Foods. I don't know where that is. I don't think I've actually been there. Wherever that is. My sisters tell me it's like a supermarket thing. But you know. I swear they're standing like right outside my door. As long as my cat is unbothered, everything's chill. Because as soon as that fucking door opens, my guy, it's Armageddon. You're going to hear all the noise. And I swear to God, if someone starts hoovering in a minute, I'm actually gonna get mad. Because the downstairs does not need hoovering at the moment. Recently had a floor replaced. Had carpet, got laminate flooring. It's all good now. Originally, they didn't show up. So we had the carpet ripped up for a week. Before they actually came and did the flooring. But it's all good now. It's been easier because it's been raining recently. Talk about pathetic fallacy with the Queen dying. But like, it's been raining a lot. And Cammy, our dog, still needs to go out on walks. So, you know, it's been easier to clean the floor with, like, just a tea towel or something. Just focus on your stream and make sure you're not using the mirror. I'm not using the mirror. Okay. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, things are getting a little hectic at the moment. The fucking Queen of England's dead though. Lizzie finally kicked the bucket. 70 years of reigning. That's a damn ass long time. Although some of the memes for her dying, like her fighting Diana. Whoo! I saw someone do that one JoJo's Bizarre Adventure scene. I haven't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but you know, I know the scene, the meme at the very least, but there's that one meme of them walking towards each other with menacing auras. I've seen someone try and draw that, but with Elizabeth as the one closer and Diana as the one opposite. which is kind of funny. I've also seen someone ask where John Mulaney was. I know that reference. I'm going to have another ice cube here. I recently tried opening GroovePad again. Like, I tried opening it up just before stream. It managed to play about half a minute of one of the songs I'd recorded and then cut off again. Like, it kicked the bucket. Absolutely just... kaputs. Absolute kaputski. Ooh, wrong layer. In the sketching layer, I'm fine with spots and shit, because eventually that's not going to be seen. But if it's like line work, and there's spots somewhere, I'ma be pissed. I also get really annoyed with the fucking random lines. Oh well. Although I am still laughing about a text that my ex sent me yesterday, because we're still friends. It's a thing of, we were just about friends when we started dating. Then it went dating, but it was really awkward. Then I gave him the cold shoulder for a while because I'm an ass like that. I honestly don't know why I did that, and I still feel bad about it to this day. But like, we're friends now, so we're all chill. But he sent me a text yesterday saying ding dong, the wicked witch is dead, referring to Queen Liz. And I absolutely laughed my ass off, because the night before I turned to my youngest sister and gone, ding dong, the bitch is dead. Like, we're both heartless. The Queen's dead. She's dead. We're in a period of mourning, apparently. And both of us are just like, ding dong, the witch is dead. We have no sympathy. Just completely apathetic to the fact that the Queen of England died. Like, yes, she was very old and mildly interesting. But at the same time, we don't give a fuck. It's very funny to receive that text from him. Because I wasn't expecting it, because we were having no prior conversation to that. Like, just out of the blue, I get the message, ding dong, the witch is dead. And I'm like, yes, she is. But, yeah, for her family, like, kudos to you for sticking through it and crap. But, like, I don't give a damn. I'm over old people. I'll be honest. My granddad died. Don't give a damn. Queen Liz died. Don't give a damn. Fucking Technoblade died earlier this year. I have never in my life watched any Technoblade. I hear the man's died, and I am crying for a solid half hour. I've never watched any Technoblade. The most I know from him is that he's in the Dream SMP and that there was a fucking potato war. And the only reason I know that is because my sister was watching Technoblade. Or was at the very least keeping up with what he was doing. The fucking man died. The fucking blade died. Death is imminent. You either die or get yourself killed. Or you kill yourself. Please don't, though. If you're going to live in this world, live out of spite. If you lived in a bad childhood, in a bad place, grow up. And when you do grow up, like, I'm not saying grow up, like, grow out of your trauma. I mean, like, get older, get out, and then prove that you're not a piece of shit and you can actually do something. Live to spite those who said you could not do anything. Live to spite those. Live to Live so that you can outlive those who denied you the good things. Do it out of spite. Easier said than done. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I haven't lived in the worst household. Like, at the very least, my dad, to some degree, does love me. But he's got a narcissistic parenting style. Which means he will mock me, degrade my self-worth, and then later on forget he's done it and treat me. Like, he's called me lazy, which has, like, it's specifically the way he calls me lazy. Like, I joke about being lazy, and that's totally chill. I can joke with other people about being lazy and stuff. But it's like when he's genuinely mad and calls me lazy, especially if it's like doing the dishwasher and we've forgotten one thing, and it's literally not that significant. It would not make a world-ending experience if we were to leave that till the next day. But it's like when he calls us lazy for forgetting that one item, it doesn't make me want to go on. Like, I hear that, I hear him calling me lazy and inconsiderate and shit like that just for forgetting one item in the washing up, and suddenly I just, what's the point? What's the point of being here? And for me personally, at this point, it's just to spite him to leave. To be able to get out of here and live on my own, and then be able to cut him off. Like, that's my purpose at the moment. And my purpose is to find a way out. depressed? Probably? I don't know. I'm not clinically diagnosed in any way, shape, or form. Why? Because I'm literally too afraid to do so. I am what my family calls the least problematic child. At least when it comes to my health. And the issue with that is that because I am the least physically more or less disabled, I guess. I don't know how to say it. 'Cause I'm not physically unwell a lot of the time. I have a very good immune system and all that crap, but my mental health is very poor. So, like, mental state is poor, and I have mentioned that, and my mum's agreed that, you know, maybe you're not that mentally well off. And I'm like, thank you for noticing. Can we do something about it? And she's like, yeah, totally. Nothing has yet been done about it. Because apparently in my family, if you have mental health issues, they are to be ignored. And no, you're not having heart palpitations, you're not stressed, you're not having an anxiety or panic attack, you're just being overdramatic. That is something my dad has genuinely said to me. I could hear my heart in my ears, I was struggling to breathe, sitting in the living room, not wanting to move, just feeling like at any moment I was just going to cry my entire heart out. And I could not explain why. And I said it. I said, like, I'm having heart palpitations right now. I think I'm having a panic attack. And my dad was like, shut the fuck up. You are not having a panic attack. You're not having heart palpitations. You are just being overdramatic and a little stressed. Shut up. So you can wonder why I've done nothing about my mental health when that is the response I get. Because my dad believes that self-diagnosis is ridiculous, and for a while I had the same mindset. But my mindset now is, if you do have a self-diagnosis, you must have done at least a fair amount of research into the condition you think you have to be able to self-diagnose yourself. You can't just turn around and go, I think I have this because I did this thing, and that's it. Like, there are layers to different mental health issues. And unfortunately, no matter how much research I do, no matter how much I prove that I am not neurotypical, I am neurodivergent, neurospicy, I'm told, no, you're not, you're normal, you're just being lazy and overdramatic. So, you know, having my mental health issues put on the back burner because they're not physical issues. Like physical issues that can be fixed with a simple antibiotic. Because they're not that type of issues. I'm told, no, you don't have these things. You're not broken in any way. You're fine. And it hurts. It does. What an asshole. Yes. Half the time, I do wonder if he notices that he does these things. It's genuine. Like, does he realize to any degree that he is doing these things, that he is making me feel as though my mental and physical health are not in any way important? Because I think the only thing my dad will actually take seriously is an allergic reaction. Like, that's the only thing my dad seems to be bothered about. And the fact that he's lactose intolerant and, like, all three of his kids, well, his two oldest are also lactose intolerant. Their lactose intolerance is literally the most important thing. That is the only thing that overrides anything else. Having debilitating cramps? Just take ibuprofen. It's fine. Stop being overdramatic. Think you have a mental health issue? You don't have a mental health issue. You're being overdramatic and lazy. You're fine. Yes, indeed. I have given you reams, and I mean fucking reams, at least an A4.5 at size 11 text of reasons why I am neurospicy and that I am not normal, and I have given you lists. I have given you lists and lists of, like, here's traits of autism, here's traits of ADHD. I fit into both categories, but they do overlap a fair bit. Like, that's the thing. I'm not sure if he even notices how debilitating some of these things are that he says to me. But then again, I am too afraid. I am legitimately afraid of my dad. Like, I am afraid to, you know, tell him that these things are hurting me. Please stop saying them. And it stings. Because, like, you're supposed to be able to go to your parents for anything. You're supposed to tell them your fears, you're supposed to be able to put your trust in them, and I'm genuinely afraid to say anything to my dad. Because I've tried. But he's pushed it off, and he's pushed it aside and said that I'm being overdramatic. That I'm fine, that there is nothing wrong with me, and that I need to stop being overdramatic. It's horrible. It really is. I'm gonna duplicate this. So we're gonna have one behind the ice. Behind the boba balls and the ice. But yeah, it's debilitating when you're not believed in what you know is an issue. Like, you know it's bad. You know that something's wrong. You can feel it. You know your body is telling you, this thing is not right with you. This thing is not right. You need to go. You need help. You need help. And then to have that part of your brain going, you can't have help. You can't, you can't. It's not safe, it's not safe, it's not safe, and it's alarm bells in your head saying it's not okay. You can't reach out. No one will believe you. Because I was masking for years without even realizing it. And it wasn't until COVID hit and I'd been away from people for months, like literally almost a year, that I noticed, oh, this is not normal. What is going on with me? No, she could be there to support you. It's okay. It's some things just aren't meant to be, man. It sucks, it really does, when you don't get believed, but, you know, that shit happens, unfortunately. This is so sad. It reminds me of when I had my first anxiety attack. My mum said that I was just acting and it hurt a lot. Yeah, I had never had any bad anxiety or panic attacks before college. And I had my first one in my first college course, which was level 2 art and design. And it was only a couple of weeks into it, and my teacher was like, okay, so what do you do about this type of thing? I don't know, it's never happened before. What do you mean it's never happened before? I mean it's never happened before, I don't know what's going on. And I was getting really snappy at her and was very irritable, and I could feel like my throat closing up on me. Because when I'm stressed or overstimulated, I can go non-verbal. And it was really bizarre for me. Because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that there was something wrong with me. I didn't know what was happening. And it just, I was trying to do something, and I couldn't breathe, I couldn't think properly, everything was clouded and my throat was closing up, and it was awful. That was my first experience having, like, a genuine, like, anxiety attack. Because it was my first time at college. I didn't know what the hell was going on. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. It was the worst. And I don't know how I actually managed to get through it. I just kind of sat outside in the hall, curled up in a ball, trying to breathe and finding it incredibly difficult. And that was within, like, the first few weeks of the college. And I had, like, 3 of them over the course of, like, that one specific teacher. But, like, she was not the best. she was not really helpful in any way. Like, she said she had anxiety herself, and then she wasn't helping me in any way when she was, like, going, well, what do you need? What do you want to do? And I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on. Because, like, everything was clouded, everything was horrible, I couldn't think straight. It was just the worst. Casino escaped. Casania. Okay. One second. Just a sec, folks. Just my mum checking on me. Because usually I've finished stream by now, so she was like, are you still streaming? Which I hadn't actually noticed the time. Because I'm usually ending stream around about now, but, you know. I think I'll at least get the sketch layer done before. How are you not breaking down? That must be very hard on you. I was more or less brought up to be like a boy. Or what people assume, like, the masculine interpretation is. Like, you know, men are supposed to be emotionless, you're not supposed to show emotion, you're not supposed to cry or be anything like that. And I was brought up pretty much to be like that. Like, I was brought up to go, you can't show your emotions, you can't be openly upset about these things a lot of the time. And yet I'm still trying to. But at the same time, I was brought up an army kid. So we were moving around, and I had to grow up a lot quicker than I would have liked. Because my dad was away on, like, trips. He was away, like, in Afghanistan and Estonia and that sort of thing. And my mother, she's kind of clingy. And would easily get upset if my dad was away for long periods of time. Like, anywhere longer than a month, she would start to easily break down and shit like that, and I'd have to step in. I'd have to be the substitute dad. Because I'm the eldest, so I have to take that responsibility, and I have to help, and, you know, I have to be the dad. For when he's not here. And that forced me to grow up a lot quicker, which is why, like, in secondary school and primary school, I was told, you know, you're very mature for your age. And crap like that. And now, no one really takes me seriously, for some reason, because, you know, I'm me. I don't know how I've not broken down already. It's very difficult to explain. But I do have, like, the ability to suddenly shut down my emotions. So that might be part of it. I have a letter in my OneDrive that is literally a letter to my dad for when I leave home. And it is more or less listing the things that he has done wrong as a father. Ways he has debilitated my mental health, that he has put aside my needs because they're not that important. And I'm being overdramatic, and apparently that's all in my head. And where the fuck else would it be? It's mental illness. But I have a letter in my OneDrive that is more or less all the things he's done wrong. And I plan to print it out once I leave home. Once I am out of his house, out of his home, out of the roof that he has put over my head. And I plan to give it to him when I leave. And then block him everywhere. Get as far away from him as I possibly can. With my mother, I'll still stick around. Because she basically raised me. More or less on her own. I know Dad says it was only a couple of months. Stop being overdramatic and crap. But it genuinely feels as though he doesn't take anything seriously because he's in the fucking army. Or he was, he's a veteran now. But it's just, sometimes I do really wish that he was still in the army, so that he'd leave, so that we get some time away from him. Good luck with that. Please get away from him as soon as possible. Yeah, my partner has been, jokingly, of course, saying they're gonna kidnap me. It's definitely a joke at the moment. But I told them they can't kidnap me till I've finished my college course at the very least. So, yeah. But I have this year and next year to complete my college course, and then I'll be an adult, so sounds like a terrible father. He's got a narcissistic parenting style, which means at certain points he'll be absolutely debilitating. He will absolutely wreck any self-esteem I've accumulated, any motivation to do anything, and I will literally feel like a slob for anywhere from hours to days to maybe even weeks if it's that bad. Especially if it keeps continuing, if he keeps saying shit like that. But yeah, he'll say that sort of shit. He'll debilitate my self-esteem, my mental health. I'll be really low, feel really bad. And then, like, a while later, maybe hours, maybe days, whatever, he'll be like, here's my treat, you've been so good recently. Like, no. No. He's pain in the ass, I'll be honest. It's difficult, but I'm managing so far. Because it's like, he's told me I need to do better in school, that you're not trying, that you're not doing your best is not good enough. that you need to actually focus on your studies, you need to do shit. And then he took us to fucking Disneyland Paris a couple months back. Like, that's not okay. You can't say all that shit and then make it better with a fucking trip. He is not as great as my mother tries to make him out to be. She tries to cover for him often, saying, you know, he was brought up differently, he was brought up with 2 older brothers. He was brought up with 2 older brothers and 1 sister, so you know, he doesn't know how to deal with 3 girls and all that shit. And no matter how many excuses she tries to give, he is not as good of a person as she tries to think he is. There is definitely rose-tinted glasses there. But, you know, some people just won't change. And unfortunately, he is one of those people. But anyway, my lunch is ready, so I'm gonna end stream here. So, you guys have a good day, week, month, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye!